Last video, I told you dudes I got a job. Well, funny story. I low-key quit, because I'm like low-key just a VTuber. Besides the joke, I promise you I'm not a loser. Everything just added up and I told myself, I wasn't gonna waste my mental health on some crackheads. And when I say crackheads, I mean that literally and seriously. So basically the whole story goes, you're hired, do some paperwork with the GM. Just to let you know, the person you're going to be trained with flirts. And, you know, you're a pretty girl, so just watch out. Also, she had to, like, rewrite my information, like, a quadrillion billion times. Mind you, the dude she was talking about is also 35 and has a wife. I am indeed way under 35. Now, this job was easy. It's just the crap that came along with it. So, the crackhead I mentioned earlier is basically this 40-year-old woman who shaved her head for like 5 years and has been living in her truck begging her mom to give her gas money. First day, this woman was screaming, "My mom ain't giving me no fucking gas money, bro. Like, damn, I need that shit now." Second day was her screaming, "I had to quit crack this shit, bro. And like, why can't I smoke weed here? Come on, this shit messed up." Third day, I was just doing my stuff, you know, my job. And this girly pop says, "Damn, like, this is what pisses me off. You're all pissing my way." She says this straight up, and I'm like, oh, I ain't even saying. And I was like, alright, missy. And she, like, wouldn't stop complaining, cursing. She was suspended for over a week before I had got there, and literally worked less hours than me. And I worked like 40 hours a week. Last day I was there, we had a big rush and she started screaming at one of the young male managers, and I was just like, is this really happening right now, bro? The GM who hired me was absolutely no help at all either. First day she acknowledged me and told me I was doing good and, you know, stuff like that. And after that day, she completely ignored me. I know this because every morning I told her good morning with this nice smile, and she walked right past me. This GM also started screaming at the customers at the window. Like, so basically the story goes, this billion-pound person, allegedly, who was complaining that they got their friend's food order wrong, and that the gravy was too watery. Like, girl, this is not gourmet, it's slop. Anyways, I'm pretty sure the girl just got really upset and said, "Tell the what? You know the rest." Because I'm not gonna say it, you know, to do their jobs. And so the GM, like, slammed the window on her, and she was just, like, cursing the whole time, talking about her. And I'm just in the background knowing I'm the one flipping the patties, and I'm a white bunny. Just a white bunny. Or a white cat. I'll say that. So the crackhead had the audacity... The what? Oh, goodness. The audacity to start talking about the people in the front, saying they're too slow and that they have nothing going for them besides working at McDonald's. And those people are like teenagers in the front, and she's a 4-year-old woman who's homeless. Like, she cannot be talking. I kind of sat there because I'm like, dude, this is hilarious. This is like TikTok worthy. Anyways. The day of the rush, I was already feeling like sad and down, and I really just wanted to walk out, but I remembered how the GM wouldn't stop talking about another girl who did the same thing. She had called her and started yelling at her, and she also called this other dude because he asked a question to the district manager instead of, like, asking the GM, and she started screaming at him over the phone, saying, "No, do that again." She also said the same thing to that married guy when he was doing his last tasks of his shift, saying if he clocks out, he isn't gonna have a job anymore. And he worked the next hour. Anyways, they didn't deserve me.